It's me, Pretty Pink Pony. Hi, y'all. How are we doing today? Um, Hold on, I'm answering a text. Hello, everyone. So today, say hello to the VOD. We are gonna be, I am gonna be posting this VOD on YouTube. I post a lot of my VODs on YouTube, even though they don't get a lot of views. So if you would like to keep up with the Fierce Pop Lock, and you haven't been keeping up with the Fierce Pop Lock, you have an opportunity to keep up with the Fierce Pop Lock by going and watching the VODs. I already posted the first two VODs. I will probably be editing the thumbnail for this VOD and posting that too. So yeah. Thank you so much for the subscription, Sam. A shout out to the icons of the day on Delise, Sunburn, aka V, and also that's not the icons of this current stream. Shout out to the icons of the day, Farm Boy, on Delise, and I think it was Moss Green City actually. Did I make that up? Farm Boy on the lease, Moss Green City. Thank you for showing up to the stream on time. If you are just now showing up to the stream, you missed it earlier. I did the ultimate favorite Pokemon picker. I will not be posting the image of that experience in the Discord or on my socials at all. I will be posting the VOD. I will not be posting anything else about it because I want y'all to go watch the VOD. I encourage you, if you miss parts of the stream and you are interested in what's going on, to go watch the VODs. That would really benefit me. And I'm not saying that I make anything off of YouTube or that I'm expecting you to go out of your way to go watch a million VODs, because there's like hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel now. But because I've done hundreds of VODs since the beginning of my streaming, I've done hundreds of VODs now. But I am saying that I am curious sometimes on who's interested in what, and seeing the views on my VODs is one way to see that. So definitely go check out things that you've missed. But we're gonna get into the Fierce Pop Block of it all. For those of you who do not remember what happened last time we did Mount Moon. I'm saying it like you don't remember because you weren't there, but literally I feel like that was like Tuesday. Yesterday I did shiny hunting. Today I'm doing more Fierce Pop Block. Let's just get into it. How's everybody doing? Before we get right into it, though, I do need to reset my VTuber one more time because this shit's killing me. It's been off for like a hot minute. I don't know what I did. Let's reset this. And let's reset. Hello? This. Is that better? Is that better? Kind of, not really, a little bit, but not really. Like, it's missing, like, hello? Okay, that's better. Kind of. Okay, there we go, that's better. Period. Whew. Well, let's get into it. Hey. Previously, I managed to get out of Mount Moon after wandering about. I obtained the Dome Fossil in Mount Moon. I managed to get out of Mount Moon after wandering about. I arrived in Cerulean City, and I saved at the Cerulean City Pokemon Center. Here is the current team of individual Pokemon that we have been having in our Fierce Pop Lock. We have Cherry Pie, the Pikachu. Who's glitching? I'm glitching? Oh, are you talking about my VTuber? Okay. Like we have Cherry Pie, the Pikachu, who we met in Viridian Forest. We have Crankit, the Spearow, who we met in Route 22. We have Gnarly, the Pidgey, who we met at Route 1. We have Punchy, the Mankey, who we met at Route 22 as well. Fork, the Beedrill, who we also met at Viridian Forest. And lastly, we have Firework, the Charmeleon. our starter. This is a Fiercepoplocke. We are picking Pokemon based on their fierceness levels. Our Pokemon last time I did try to battle Gary, and last time I failed at battling Gary because my Pokemon were simply not strong enough. Now I am walking out of this space. We are going to go capture some Pokemon. We're going to start doing a little bit of training on those Pokemon. We might rematch with Gary because I do want to go down the Nugget Bridge. The Nugget Bridge part of the story, I believe, is optional though. So like all those battles are optional, but they actually would benefit me when it comes to training my Pokemon to go up against Misty. I do want to say though that if you're with me right now, can you please send an emote in the chat so I know you're here? Hello? 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 Yeah. Also, hey. And if you're behind, make sure that you do a cute little refresh because I've noticed that the chat's a little behind. So maybe some of y'all just didn't refresh your stream when I restarted, but make sure you do a cute little refresh. Yes, Cherry Pie, please learn something besides Growl and Tail Whip. Please, please. Save us all, Cherry Pie, please. Okay. Quick Attack was elite in Generation 3. I don't know what's in this grass. All right, let's get into it. I'm sorry, I was just doing a little bit of self promo in the Discord servers that I'm in. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment. Hi, Pero. Pero, if I could do it all over again, I would have a sparrow named Pero. But I don't, and I won't. Is Crankette still on the team? Nobody's been removed from the team. Only last episode did we actually get to a point where we had more than 6 Pokemon. And last episode we didn't fight a gym because it took us so long to get through Mount Moon. I had to stop the stream, girl. It was too much. It was too much. Carol, have you ever considered doing a blue and yellow playthrough? Where you just like do a playthrough specifically of Pokemon that are your color palette, and it could probably be like a better name for it. Similarly to how I say I'm doing like a pretty pink playthrough, even though like I'm not actually picking pink Pokemon. Where you do one that's kind of like in your branding, I guess, or Pokemon that you fuck with. I consider that before Baby Fight Club. There's a few good generations that you could probably do that in. All right, so this is the first wild Rattata that we have seen since like the first for a while. Is Rattata Fierce Pop? And you say yes or no by flop or bop. A bop is a yes, a no is a flop. A bop is a yes, a flop is a no. You can also just say yes or no. Should we catch a female or should we catch a male? I feel like the female is fiercer than the male. I am getting a general sense that y'all want me to capture it, but we should wait for the female. Catch it like that. I don't want to set my Pokemon up for failure. We're gonna catch the female. I feel like the female will be more influential. Ekans. I am not capturing this Ekans. I think Ekans is also a bop. So what we're gonna do is, because I'm over here actually like running it up specifically so I'm running it up specifically so that I can level up my Pokemon, but I want a female Ekans and a female Raticate. So we're going to be going for females for both. So stick along, but I know what I'm doing. Like, this episode is gonna include a little bit of grinding. I don't have any potions. Bitch, get me out of here. Actually, let's put Gnarly at the front. Let's go get some potions. Do I have money? I have a little bit of money. Let's go get some potions. I don't want to waste my potions, so we're not going to do that. I want to get potions for the gym. I don't want to get potions for the training that we're going to be doing in this area. Then that's the other thing. I didn't do... I didn't do the Nugget Bridge. The Nugget Bridge, there's money in the Nugget Bridge. Going all the way to Bill's house, there's money there because there's so many battles that you have to do. And my Pokemon can be trained up from that before we go against Misty. But to do that, and there's also Pokemon on the other side of that freaking river, on the other side of the bridge. There's different Pokemon than what we're experiencing now. So I need to do the Nugget Bridge trick. I need to capture some of these Pokemon. So we're not going to waste all of our time over here. But I do want to train my Pokemon so that we can go up against Gary, because my Pokemon were not ready to do that last time. So what I'm doing now is I'm training up some of my Pokemon and just getting a feel, gearing myself up so that I can battle Gary again, because last time it was not even close. He had like one other Pokemon and all my Pokemon were gone. Period, Gnarly. And like all of his Pokemon were pretty strong. Although I'm sure he's gonna be stronger than the random trainers over there, so there's that. All right, this is our girl. I need name ideas for a female Raticate. A female Rattata, excuse me. Hi, Astaris. Welcome in. Tabitha, Skinny Minnie. Oh, my sweet Figaro. You know I love you so. So furry and so cuddly. Oh, get into it, bitch. Rattly. I like Rattly. I like Rattly a little bit. Number 19, Rattata, the mouse Pokemon. Its fangs are long and very sharp. They grow continuously, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. Rattata, the mouse Pokemon. Yes. And the name that we are going to be giving Rattata is... It needs a name that sounds ratchet. What if instead of Rattly, it's like, Rattalia. Like Natalia, only it's Rattalia. How do we feel? Rattalia is even better. Period. Ratarina. I don't know if that'll. I don't know if that'll stick. T-A-R-I-N. Rattalia from. Rattalia from Russia. I guess. Ratarina. I do kind of like Ratarina. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if that'll fit. Ratarina. Let's do that one. All right, there's Ratarina. Welcome to the stage. Ratarina from Russia. Okay, let's see if we find a female Ekans. We probably have a handful of Pokemon in the box now. So, like, this next one is going to be kind of like a little bit of an intense collection of votes. We are probably going to do votes, but they're probably going to, like, I was saying previously that if we did votes, the votes were going to be based on the chat, but what we might end up doing is doing votes, and we're going to base the votes on we're gonna do votes, but they're gonna be free. I want this to be casual, so I don't want the votes to be serious. Even though, like, you know, I feel like this is like, I'm seriously pursuing the playthrough. It's not gonna be a serious, like, you know, I don't want y'all spending all your points right now, especially because we have new redeems. We're about to start a Fiercepoplocke. We're about to come back with the badge quests, which, by the way, the reason why I canceled the badge quest recap is because I was gonna recap each individual episode of the badge quest, but there's 20 plus episodes, and while I was gonna do that, I was also going to be battling all of the previous gym leaders and all the previous people. It was too much fucking work. We are going to be going through, I am going to be doing that. Maybe I'll be doing that on like casual days, and I'll kind of like, I'll come back through with the series, but we're not starting that today. Like, that was too much. It needed a little bit more planning. Maybe I'll do that while I'm also starting the, I'm starting the DLC. Okay, here's our female Ekans. I need name ideas for the female Ekans if I don't take her out. R.I.P. Cherry Pie. Cherry Pie tanked it. Hold on. I don't know what that means, Moss Green. Put her out of her misery, honestly. Medusa, Toxica. I like Medusa. But I feel like we can come up with something better. Also, hi Rose. I don't know if I said hi to you. Does anybody have any other ideas for a female Ekans? Number 23, Ekans, the snake Pokemon. A very common sight in grasslands, etc. It flicks its tongue in and out to sense danger in its surroundings. Ekans, the snake Pokemon. Nothing? No other name ideas? Okay, I guess we're gonna be going with Medusa. Maybe instead of Medusa, we'll name her Sedusa, like the character from, like the character from, Powerpuff Girls. Can't escape. Bitch, get away from me. The only reason we even had 6 Pokemon, and the only reason that we even defeated Brock as easily as we did, is because I had a Mankey from Route 22, and I had a, I was able to use the Weedle. Who got Pokopia? Carol got Pokopia. Who? Anybody else? Milotic's on their way to the store right now. Get into it. So, what I'm thinking that we do is that we review now that we have, because there's
Man,
like,
I'm finna whip this hoe.
right.
Oh, shit.
There's like probably like 8 Pokemon in the boxes. I am curious, would y'all like to do 2 votes to replace 2 Pokemon that are on the current team based on Gym 1 and also Gym 2? Or would you like to just go for Gym 2 today if we do end up doing Gym 2? Is that a brick? Oh my god. His level 17 Pidgeotto is kind of a setup because I don't think all of his other Pokemon are this strong. And this Pidgeotto is still outspeeding us even in this situation right here. And taking out Cherry Pie before we can even get a chance. Oh my god. Oh, this battle is so stupid. And Cherry Pie's knocked out. Oh my god, we can't have nothing nice. The only time that Cherry Pie will be useful is going up against a Squirtle, and Cherry Pie is knocked out against the level 18 Squirtle. Yup, the Squirtle's poisoned. Let's switch out to Punchy. The reason why I did that is because I knew that the Squirtle's gonna be kind of like lethal. Now that its experience is, not that its HP is low, it's gonna be lethal because it's like I knew it was going to be lethal because its HP is so low, and it has Torrent. Abra can't do anything but use teleport. This is kind of a goofy one. I don't know why they put that on his team. And we already have Punchy out. Let's send out Fork against the Mankey first. This is the Rattata. I said Mankey. Poison Sting. It's quick attack. Let's send out Crank It to get a little bit of damage in before we send out Firework, just because I do want to defeat this thing. Last time we got set up. See? Like, why is Tackle doing so much damage? It literally just one-hit my Pokemon. Gagged. We're gonna get it, but gagged. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon, and added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC, too. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really, you're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. A chatty gossip like you? That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. All right. This time, I really am gone. Smell ya. Yeah, that Rattata was going crazy. What does a fame checker do? I don't remember. A device that enables you to recall what you've heard and seen about famous people. Oh, so like they're talking about different people. And so they're giving information about like all the different characters. Interesting. It's almost kind of like a Pokedex of information for all the different people in the game. I haven't watched anybody stream about Pokopia, but I was watching Pero play yesterday. Just a little bit in a VC not near you. Speaking of, if you are not in the Discord, you are only getting half the story. We have a great time in the Discord, and sometimes I go in the Discord and I'll do behind the scenes things on stream, among other things. Sometimes we also have events in there. Previously, we were having a regular cartoon weekend event, but I have canceled those as of right now because I honestly want to focus on other things in this current time period. Maybe I'll bring them back towards the end of spring before you get into the summertime or something like that. But right now, they're gone. But anyway, events happen in there, information is in there, so go in there if you need any of those things. The Discord server, thank you. Okay, so this guy is going to be a bug catcher. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? Here I am. Last one, let's see. Kakuna. So do y'all want to vote 2 Pokemon out, or do y'all just want to do 1 vote for today's episode? I asked it earlier, but do y'all have an opinion? If y'all don't have an opinion, that's okay. I am not too attached to the team, but I am curious. I'm second. Now it's serious. Two for some variety. Yeah. So what I want to do then is that we'll watch, we will have a cute little preview of the VOD from last episode, from when we went up against Brock, and we will pick out a Pokemon to get rid of from that gym battle. And then we'll go up against Misty and we'll pick out another Pokemon to get rid of from there. I'll switch out the Pokemon after I do the Nugget Bridge. R.I.P. Bellsprout. Here's number 3. I won't be easy. Mega Punch missed. Bitch. I really don't know how Mega Punch works at all. I should look into that. Oh, another sand attack. All these defense curls. Punchy. We definitely need a little bit more diversity since we have so many normal types and we also have 2 flying types on the team. The foe is slugged by a punch thrown with muscle-packed power. Power 80, accuracy 85. I don't know why it seems like this move just doesn't have a lot of power, though. Oh! Not poison point. Punchy did what had to be done, though. Let's send in Gnarly. Everybody's getting a little bit of experience before we kick somebody off the boat. I am going to do the I am going to like collect a few of the nuggets, but I'm probably only going to do it maybe 5 times. I would like to do more, but I just don't have it in me. Plus we're trying to get through this playthrough. I would rather get through the playthrough than like try to like exploit that. If I had leaf green, I would be exploiting it all the way though. Like if I had a second save file is my point, not necessarily that I have leaf green, although I do want leaf green. Hello. I want to play through both. Rank it! Period. The girls are kind of fucked up. This is the fourth person off. Oh, that's 5. Okay, that one's 5. Is this the person? Is person number 5 the one that I do for the nugget? Is that who that is? Or is it the 6th one? Okay, let me look it up. I really don't know how to get money fast. After defeating the gym leader Brock, Pewter City, make progress through Mount Moon. Okay, once in Cerulean City, head north, you'll see the Nugget Bridge. Defeat rival trainer. Defeat 5 trainers standing in Nugget Bridge. Immediately after defeating the 5th trainer, but before leaving the bridge, save your progress. Walk back across the bridge to the Cerulean City Pokemon Center and pick out 1 level Pokemon. And who should I use to fight the guy on the Nugget Bridge? We're probably going to use the Jigglypuff, low-key. It's the lowest level Pokemon we have on here at all. But we're not there yet. We need to go and defeat the 5th trainer on the bridge, and then we can go and defeat the 6th trainer on the bridge. Well, I'm gonna start doing those battles while y'all are voting for the Pokemon you don't want on the team. But the first thing I'm gonna do with that is I'm going to show you the battle that I had against Brock 3 days ago. All he has is a Mankey. Bye. Gnarly. Hello? Dust? Oh my god. Why does this Mankey not play? Okay, so the vibe is, hi CMB. We're gonna switch out all of our Pokemon and put all of our Pokemon in the box. And I'm gonna make y'all sit there and watch me put all these Pokemon into box 1. CMB, did you get Pokopia? Let's see. Hi, Sunny. Just in time, because we're about to have our first vote. Okay, so all of my Pokemon in the party need to be taken out of the party. Let's deposit Pokemon. Then we're gonna put Pinkie Pie on the team instead of Firework. Okay, so while I go work this exploit, I'm going to be having y'all watch the previous battle that I had with Brock in episode 1 of the Fiercepoplocke. It's episode 1, part 2. So that should be in my casual Fiercepoplocke. Not the game taking control of my senses. What? Because I got a nasty headache from no water and forgot to take my Adderall? Oh, hey. Okay, so let's go to this screen. I will lower the sounds of this capture card. I will make this into the window capture so that y'all can watch this video. I will take this page right here and put that on this screen. I do have 2 screens. We'll fade here and y'all will watch this VOD. I'm not on that screen. Hello? Give me a second. Wagon wheel Watusi. I really need to update this freaking soundboard now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, here we go. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hi y'all. Y'all are gonna watch this video. I'm gonna start my exploit. Static paralyzes on contact. Shield dust prevents added effects. I always hit that button to save the game. Here we go. So you're here. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. My rock hard willpower is evident in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock hard and have true grit determination. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. Wahaha, you're going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. Oh, level 12 Geodude. Yup. And a level 14, nice one, Gnarly. And a level 14 Onyx. All right, Punchy. Bitch, Pinkie Pie has cute charm and gotta sing. Oh my god. All that Pinkie Pie knows is sing. Leer knocks down its
Okay, well the rap did kill us.
Attack,
okay,
right?
about to.
No, it knocks down defense. Its accuracy is still lowered. Yes. Let's get in one more Leer. Potion.
Punchy did her big
Immediately.
one.
Come on, Punchy. We can do this. Level 12, Schmevel 12. Low kick. Oh, Punchy's about to do it. Punchy did it. Punchy did it. Hold on. Get into it, Punchy. Oh. So what we're going to do is first we're going to send in a fork. I want to try to poison it if I can.
This is for the
Although
Onyx.
I'm sure Onyx is going to know more than just like a tackle. It's level 14 after all. Rock Tomb. Poison Sting. Yes! Onyx is poisoned. It's over. String Shot. Ring through. Rock Tomb is taking us out. I love the depiction of Onyx here, though. We're gonna send out Crankit. No, this is Gnarly. Crankit is not out yet. Crankit, Rock Tomb. It's over. I need to think. I need to think. Does Tail Whip lower its defense? Oh, well, now we can't switch out Cherry Pie. Yes. Cherry Pie, no. This Ekans that this trainer at the end of the bridge has, it sucks. Go Punchy. Because all it knows is rap. Level 14, Schmevel 14, right? We're low-key tearing it up. Low kick. Big bitch. We beat Brock on the first try. I didn't even have to pull out my starter. Y'all don't believe in me. Yup, and Punchy's getting multiple levels. Punchy has plot armor. As proof for your victory, I confer you this. Confer on you this. The official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. Just having the Boulder Badge makes your Pokemon more powerful. It also enables you to use Flash outside of battle. Of course,
I don't have the
Pokemon
Flash
must know the move Flash to
HM though.
use it. All right, so that's what happened during our battle with Brock, right? Basically what happened is I used other Pokemon, they didn't do very well, and then ultimately I took out the Geodude, and the main stars were the Weedle, known as currently Fork, and then we also had Punchy, who made the final blow against Onyx. I never pulled out the starter. With that being said, I'm not gonna let y'all vote out the starter. So, at least not for that episode. So the question is being posed. Give me a second. Let me close this out. So the question currently being posed for the community is, this needs to be here, this needs to be here, this needs to be here. And that's what you missed on Glee. The following. Who needs to be removed from the team? That's the actual question. Give me a second. And your options are... Okay, let me get out of here. Let me gather myself. So y'all saw the battle, but let's talk about your options. This Ekans actually low-key sucks. There we go. Finally. I must go to the restroom. When I come back from the restroom, we will do this poll. Give me a moment. Hello, hello. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I had to go to the bathroom. I drink a lot of water today. That's actually why I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times during the stream. Well, let's talk about who we're going to be removing. First of all, here are the Pokemon that have been on the team basically since we've captured them. In no particular order. Notice how there's no Caterpie or any Pokemon from the Caterpie line in this list. So the question being posed is, who is being removed from the team based on the results of episode 1? And your options are the following Pokemon that are on the side of the screen. I'm putting them over here so you can see them. And I will list them as they are from top to bottom. That way you can vote. Hi, Gooey. Oh my gosh, Gooey. Hey. Welcome to the Fiercepoplocke. How have you been? I was thinking about you the other day. Okay. And the question being posed is the following. Y'all can't hear that. Who deserves to go to the box? based on their fierce popness and or their participation in the first battle. A producer safety for this episode is going to be none other than Firework the Charmeleon, who's probably going to have producer safety for a long time because I know a lot of people don't like that particular Pokemon line, but I need to have a starter or I will scream and cry and probably fade away. We have Cherry Pie, the Pikachu. We have Fork, the Beedrill, who at the time was a Weedle. We have Crankit. The Spearow. We have Gnarly. The Pidgey. And lastly, we have Punchy, the Mankey. Two things that I want to remind you of before we start our vote. One, we are only removing one Pokemon, and it is going to be we are not going to be doing any additional votes. So I need you all to lock in on this poll. Make sure that you are actively voting in the poll for the Pokemon that you want to remove from the team. Please lock in, please. Please. Okay, so based on the battle with Brock, I will re-explain to you exactly what happened. We started out with Gnarly. Gnarly got knocked out, I believe. If I remember correctly, Gnarly got knocked out. Then we brought in Fork. Fork did her big one. We brought out Crankit. I don't know if we brought out Crankit at all. We did not bring out the Charmeleon. The heavy hitter in the episode was Punchy the Mankey, who took out the Onix and also took out the Geodude. Another heavy hitter was Fork, the Beedrill, who poisoned the Onix in the final moments before being knocked out by the Onix after also doing her big one with the Geodude as well. That being said, these are your options to vote for. You have 2 minutes to vote. Vote honestly. I will actually be giving you additional votes for one channel point. If y'all want to go crazy on it and y'all want to spend your money, I don't care. So one additional vote point per vote for 2 minutes. You may start voting now. And here is the poll for those who would like to see it. And I want you to remember, this is for the Fiercepoplocke. The Pokemon on this team are fierce. They're not girly pop. They're not cute. They're fierce. Let me write this down, girl. A scratch pad, like, hello? Right, so my vote stopped counting. Oh. And that is the poll, meaning that the one who is being removed based on community votes is none other then Gnarly the Pidgey. The rest of these Pokemon are going back on the team after I do a few more exploits on the Nugget Bridge. So that, let me write that down. 2 seconds while I... Gnarly the Pidgey is out for episode 1. For episode 2, and so who's in for episode 1 specifically? We have 6 options in front of us, and I will pick... Oh, actually, technically we have 7. To keep it from being too redundant, I'm going to say that Pinkie Pie is not going to be added because she needs too much work on her currently. And since you just voted out a flying type, we will put Sedusa in instead. And so here are your 5. The next question being posed is, who should we add to the team? And I need y'all to lock in for this poll. And the answer to that question would be Sedusa, the Ekans. We have Grape Juice, the Nidoran male. We have Cupcake, the Clefairy. We have Ratarina, the Rattata. And lastly, we have Typhon, the Magikarp. These Pokemon were decided upon whether or not I should catch them based on their fierce popness, either in their evolutions or in their current forms. So if you have any questions about why they're here, there's a reason why. With that being said, we don't need to get into a large discourse about why any of these Pokemon are here. This is for fun. It's subjective. You may, for one additional poll or for one additional channel point per vote for 2 minutes, start voting now. And while y'all are doing these votes, I am going to be going back and doing my big one in the Nugget Bridge, just 1 or 2 more times. Thank you for following. Hi, Yoshido. Let me write this down. I'm going to do one more Nugget exploit, and then after that, I'm going to collect the team, and we're going to go back up against this guy. And it looks like there's the poll, and the winner is Sedusa the Ekans. That means Sedusa the Ekans is now going to be added to the team after I finish this one more nugget exploit. Sedusa the Ekans is our fierce pop contender for today's episode. All right, let's do this. Had to follow to wail for Sedusa. Arbok has always been fierce to me. Love what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoy the playthrough. If you would like to see the VODs, they're on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to my socials link, which is my beacons page, and you can find my YouTube channel that way. All of my names on across all platforms are the same though. So if you can find my name here, you'll find my name there. All right, so here is the current team that we are going to be using to go up against Misty. The community has spoken. So we are voting between Sedusa the Ekans. I'm just trying to write this down so I can remember it. We have Grape Juice, the Nidoran. Cupcake. The Clefairy. Ratarina, the Rattata, and then we had Typhon, the Magikarp. And y'all decided that Sedusa the Ekans was the one that you wanted on the team. So let's put these Pokemon back on the team. First things first, we are going to be switching out Pinkie Pie. And then we are going to be withdrawing Pokemon. Hi, Sublink, how are you? This is our first poll, though. So everything else was kind of like prerequisite information. I had to replay the, Hi Mobsuki. I had to replay the battle with Brock because we did not have over six Pokemon last time, so there we go. This is the team that we currently have who is going up against Misty. Firework, the Charmeleon. Cherry Pie, the Pikachu. Fork, the Beedrill. Punchy, the Mankey. Sedusa, the Ekans. Crank It, the Sparrow. But we are not going up against Misty just yet. Right now, we are going to meet Bill because I need to train these Pokemon a little bit more, especially everybody outside of Firework. So we are going to be switching them up based on their level, which is basically that. So yeah, there we go. Thank you for lurking. All right, and as we go, we're also going to be gathering a few more items as we go. But first things first, we actually need to go take on this guy at the Nugget Bridge so we can sell all of our nuggets. I only got a few nuggets because I really didn't want to waste too much time on the stream trying to do this nugget exploit. I wish that I could do more of it, but I just didn't. I was gonna do it yesterday, didn't have the time. Figured, you know, I would save it for the stream. Didn't plan to do this today, and then decided at the last moment to do it. So Sedusa has Intimidate, so we really need to switch out our Pokemon when we are going to go into that tall grass. That way Sedusa actually doesn't stop us from encountering any other Pokemon that might be over there. Because I believe over there is like a few things. Let's level up Miss Sedusa a little bit. That also means, though, Sedusa is going to have immunity for next episode. Or at least for the next vote, because this is the next episode. We're on episode 3. Alright, Sedusa, come back. Oh, cherry pie. Who's your favorite Pokemon so far in the Fiercepoplocke? Does anybody have any opinion? Bitch, I don't want to be a part of Team Rocket. Get away from me. I'm gonna go heal my Pokemon because we have a lot of things that we gotta do before we get over to Bill. Actually, I'll ask that opinion. I'll ask for that in the Discord. How about that? I'll ask all your favorite Pokemon in the Discord. That'll be the upcoming poll. Since we're not really working on a girly Poplock right now, I'll use that as an opportunity. I like Miss Crankit for her name. I do too. I like Crankit. I like all the Pokemon though. The one who's impressed me the most is definitely Punchy. What is this route called? Is it Route 24? It is Route 24. Let's see what Pokemon are available here before we move forward. Okay, there are some cuties. Hold on. Let's put Cherry Pie out front. let's go looking for some Pokemon. There's 2 new Pokemon in this area. We've already decided that Caterpie specifically is not Fierce Pop. There was some contention about Kakuna and Butterfree, and I am open to looking for other things. Okay, is Abra Fierce Pop, flop or bop? Flop being no, bop being yes. Is Abra a Fierce Pop? My to-do list. Since I'm taking this playthrough seriously, I might as well add it to my to-do list to make a little bit of a plan for how this is going to move going forward. Okay, we got 3 bops for Abra. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because I got to catch this bitch. Okay, oh, well, I did do my redeems this week, so that's already off my to-do list. I did do my stream schedule, that's already off my to-do list. I need to work on... I did the ultimate favorite Pokemon picker, so I can actually take that off of my other list. Let's do a Pokeball. I did not sell my nuggets. Ooh. Let me go sell my nuggets and buy some Pokeballs. It's time. I should have done that earlier. That's a cute little 30K. Nothing to scoff at. If I see another Abra, I will catch it. Hi, Milotic. Milotic. So, Gnarly the Pidgey has been removed from the team. Gnarly the Pidgey has been removed from the team, and we added in an Ekans named Sedusa. I don't really need a lot of items. Did I buy any Pokeballs? I think I did. I bought 10. I don't need that many. I'm trying to save my money up, like... Attract! I'm gonna save Attract for something, but I'm not gonna tell you what. Alright, y'all, flop or bop, female oddish. Okay, this is just a cute little reminder for all of y'all. Not too deep, don't take it too seriously. Okay, bop, bop. Bop, okay. Any more opinions on female oddish on whether or not it's Fierce Pop? Reminder that it is, Okay. So we're catching Oddish. We really need it to be a little bit lower. This Oddish has good defense, though. Oh. Oh. Just when we got it to 1. Give herself another 5. Okay. I think she wants to be caught low-key. What should we name this Oddish?
Oddish, the weed Pokemon. Its scientific name is Odium wanderus. At night, it is said to walk nearly 1,000 feet on its 2 roots. Oddish, the weed Pokemon.
Death Lily. Blaze. Do you have any other opinions? Bush? I kind of like Death Lily. I don't know if it's going to let us put it in there. Any more opinions? It's Death Lily. There we go. The only place to get Abra is in this area, so we can either get it on this part of the we can either get it in this route or we can get it in the next route. And as for the other one, we can get it in this route or the next route, and we could get it in this route or the next route. Those are the only Pokemon in the area, so we're going to be going over whether or not Caterpie and Metapod are Fierce Pop once again. And then, or rather, would it be fierce to capture them is the real question here. And then we'll move on from there. This little limited patch of grass, I think there's another patch of grass on this route, is where all these other Pokemon are. Alright, so y'all already wanted me to capture an Abra. My instinct is telling me to use Thunder Wave and see if that does anything. It gave us some time. And the paralyzation will make it easier to capture. Catching Abra is like catching Magikarp. You need to train it in order to actually enjoy it.
Number 63, Abra, the Psy Pokemon. It sleeps for 18 hours a day. It uses a variety of extrasensory powers even while asleep. Abra, the Psy Pokemon.
All right, what should we name Abra? Any opinions? A Twilight? I kind of like that. Oracle, Marcus, Illusion. Okay, Houdini. Oh, these are all good. I like these. I kind of like Twilight. Houdini is interesting too. I like Oracle as well. Does anybody have any opinions on the ones that have been spoken on so far? Do we have any second opinions on any of the ones that have been proposed so far? Taro, Hamabsuki. I love a little bit of Taro, not too much. The Taro milk tea would hit right now. Not too much, not too much. Anyway. I think I like, Oracle. Paula Abdul. Shaka Khan. Well, I think I like Oracle. I wanted to do Twilight, but I think I like Oracle better. It's just, but all of them are like those first ones that y'all were dropping were all kind of just like, ooh, and like Houdini is right up there too. Like those three, y'all really ate with those three. Also, hi Magic. Houdini by Dua Lipa? That's my shit. When you the people who were around during the first year streams, y'all were there. I was getting into it with that song. A heavy rotation. I don't know if it was in my top 5, but it was heavy rotation for sure. There's a few more Pokemon on this route that I know are here. Thank you for the shiny luck. Hi, Gooey. Thank you. Dulapete. I don't want to take up all the time in the world. Thank you. Hello. $560, nice. I just want to see the Pokemon that, like a list of the Pokemon on this route. In the future, I am going to be doing a little bit of like a list for myself. What do you mean I can't escape it? Okay, I'm sorry. I was just looking at a list of Pokemon to see if there's anything that we missed. The only thing that we missed that we couldn't, that would have been an interesting conversation to re-up on would be the conversation about Caterpie. Y'all were saying previously that Caterpie is not a fierce pop. And I want to see, since we have a different collection of people here, if that is still what everybody thinks. And when I talk about Caterpie, I mean like Caterpie and its evolutions. But we're not talking about Beedrill, we're talking about Caterpie and its evolutions. We're not talking about Beedrill. Caterpie does not evolve into Beedrill. That's a good point, Gooey. Shout out to Stella. Oh, crank it. Do you want my verdict on the topic? Is the Caterpie line fierce pop? I think Caterpie itself is interesting. I think if anything, if we're really talking about Caterpie as an individual Pokemon, I think Caterpie is weird pop. It's a very alien looking caterpillar Pokemon based on real life animals that are very odd looking. They're kind of hard to ascertain exactly what's going on with it at first glance, right? I think Caterpie is cute, but it's not cute. It's not cutie pop. It's not really girly pop on its own. Kakuna, not really girly pop on its own. I think its angular features and its vacant expression does give it an element of fierce pop, since that's the conversation we're having. I don't know if that's like the main. I think it's still very weird pop. I'm gonna be honest. I think Butterfree continues on the weird pop of it all, but adds a cute aspect to it. I think the weirdness of it, though, I think that there's a lot of crossover in weird pop and fierce pop, right? Where it's like, you know, I talked about this previously, where there's like an element of danger, an element of experimentalism that you see with something where you call it fierce, you know, and that's what we talk when we're talking about things like high fashion. It's like almost like an avant-garde, an acknowledgement of the avant-garde when you call something fierce, you know what I mean? And I think that Butterfree has that in a similar way that Clefable has it, where it's not the base definition of the word, where it doesn't look dangerous, but it does look like it's coming from like an editorial fashion book, you know what I mean? Like, you see it's kind of out of the box in a way, where it's like, you're brave for coming to us and giving us this kind of energy. That's what I think about Butterfree, which is also a more eloquent way of saying what I think about Clefairy and Clefable. It's editorial. It's not necessarily that it's fierce, but the editorial and fashionable aspect of it is what makes it fierce to me. I do think Caterpie is a very good definition, like a very basic weird pop Pokemon, more so than Weedle or any of its contemporaries at all. He said local trainers come here to practice. I'm not a local, but I am a trainer, so. It's gonna use Leer. Hyper Fang. Sedusa. Right now, Punchy is being groomed to be the ace for our battle against Misty. Not Punchy, Cherry Pie. You're going to see Bill first. We'll battle. Ooh. What other Pokemon do y'all think deserve to become talked about in the Fierce Pop category? Since this is probably the only Fierce Pop block that I'm gonna do for the next little while. I don't know if anybody else has ever done a Fierce Pop block. Actually, now that I'm saying that. Let's heal up Punchy. Yeah, some inside the Pop U server. I never thought about that, but on stream I've never seen anybody do one. Which is what I meant. I think Voltorb and Electrobe have Fierce Pop potential. I see it. I see it, yeah. I don't have a lot of thoughts on that particular topic at the moment, but I do see it. Also, for people who are returning to the stream, we do have some new redeems, so check them out. I added a new sound to the one with Peachy. Jinx. Interesting. I think Jinx deserves a little bit of conversation. Oh, there's an item up there that we missed. A Peccaberry. To me, Onyx is giving fierceness. I was thinking about that as we were battling it. Sam's Bratlock might have had a similar parameters to the Fierce Pop lock, but you're for sure you're first in the category. Hey, gotta be a pretty pink pioneer sometime. I did not mean to do that. My finger slipped. I was trying to get away from her. To me, Onyx is giving fierceness. I was thinking of that as we were battling that hiker. I do think that there's a fierceness to Onyx. I think it's it's like a lot of Pokemon in Generation 1 are on the medium to high scale, with some being more up for debate than others. Like, for example, Butterfree, Clefable, which are some of the ones that we've been talking about. Dad took me to a great party on the SSN to Vermilion City. Kabutops is sickening name is a sickening with a sickening name is also giving fierce. Yeah, and that's why I chose the dome fossil. It's because I felt like Kabuto is more fierce than Ammonite. Victory Bell comes to mind. Yes, this is Fire Red. So that brings us to another point. I actually would have loved to have Fire Red and Leaf Green. Fire Red was gifted to me by a community member, CMB, and I would love to have Leaf Green. I'm not expecting anybody to gift anything to me, but I would love to have Leaf Green. And if you would like to gift it to me before I'm able to get it, then that will enhance our experience in Fire Red, where I will be able to introduce new Pokemon from Leaf Green into Fire Red that are version exclusive to Leaf Green. For example, I believe the Growlithe line is in Leaf Green, if I'm not mistaken. The Bellsprout line is in Leaf Green, and there's a few others. Like, I don't know which game Sandshrew is in, for example. Hi, my boyfriend is cool. Okay, girl. Yeah, but the dome fossil, if we did end up getting a even if we did end up getting a Kabuto, though, it wouldn't be until, like, right when we're going at the 8th gym. Get into it, crank it. Cloyster, Marowak, Hitmonlee, Seaking. Seaking, yes, but on the lower end, similar to Clefairy, same conversation. Marowak, yes, lower end, probably like a 7. Hitmonlee is the one that's like the puncher, right? Lower end, similar to actually, Seaking is a little bit higher. Hitmonlee is higher than Hitmonchan. I always forget which one is which. Cloyster, I think Cloyster is pretty high on that list. Yeah, for sure. Especially when you talk about Cloyster being one of the Pokemon that Ice type specialist in Kanto has. I think it's an interesting conversation for sure. Cloyster is very avant-garde as well, especially when you consider what it actually physically looks like. Hitmonlee is fierce, constant smizing. Yes, yes. Actually, I was talking about Hitmonlee a little bit during the earlier, before I did this stream. I did the ultimate favorite Pokemon picker. I'm going to be posting that VOD after I get out of here. Y'all can go watch that VOD. I did talk about Hitmonlee. I'm not going to post the results of the Pokemon picker. I'm just going to post the VOD so that everybody goes to watch that, as opposed to going in my Discord and looking at the image. Like, no, go watch the VOD. Hear me talk about it. My conditioning isn't the best. R.I.P. Seadra, maybe? Yeah. I'm not in love with Seadra or Horsey, but I think that Seadra definitely is fierce, for sure. On the higher end, especially for Generation 1. Like, a lot of Pokemon that with that, like, kind of, like, glare in its eye, like... Kangaskhan? Yeah, definitely. I also think there's a level of fierceness with a Pokemon with dark colors on it, so that also might be the thing about it too. Like, a lot of Pokemon that are fierce normally have angular features, they're dangerous looking, or they have darker colors. Yeah, I guess. I think Mega Aerodactyl is part of the conversation more so than regular Aerodactyl. Neither of them particularly inspire me in that way, though. I'm off to see a Pokemaniacs collection at the Cape. Oh, he's gonna go see Bill. You cannot evolve any Generation 1 into any Generation 2 Pokemon until after you defeat the Elite Four and you get the National Dex. And you upgrade to the National Dex by owning, I think it's by having captured 60 plus Pokemon, if not seeing 60 plus Pokemon. Which is not a given in this game, I don't believe. Like, I think you see over 60 Pokemon in the game, but you have to, like, I think you have to have owned or have 60 Pokemon in your Pokédex to be able to have the National Dex, whether you finish it or not, and then you can evolve all your Pokemon. But you're still gonna need to have all the things you need, like items and such. I'm not really in love with Aerodactyl at all, personally. I think it's okay. I think Aerodactyl benefits from its proximity to Charizard, which is crazy to say. And through Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's definitely some experiences of this game, of this region. But I think the best experience of the region is through Fire Red and Leaf Green. Although you do get a really good vibe in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. The same could be said for Lapras and even Dugong. If I had the time and energy, I would really outline in extreme depth what my ideas are about Fiercepopness, you know, and like where these concepts is coming from, where the conversation is going, what are my parameters in my mind, and like outlining these things. But I don't have that time. I just did a subathon. I have a whole list of things that I owe the community that I want to get through before midsummer. I got other shit going on. Bye, Rattata. Hey, Adora. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get over it. Cherry Pie is out. Oh no. They do, you're right. Stevani and Katra share the same VA. Yup. Shout out to Katra. I don't know anything about the VA. Oh, but if you're talking about Katra the character, lesbian icon, that makes sense. Katra's giving lesbian. Adora is also low-key giving lesbian, but like in a bisexual way. Sometimes Katra needs to sing Here Comes a Thought. Bisexual lesbians exist. Anyway. Like, those are not exclusive concepts. Yes, they do have the same VA, though, you're right. I already knew that previously. I just didn't know anything about that person. That's AJ Mishalka from Ali and AJ. She voices both of those characters. I'm sick to my stomach. And we don't talk about Phil of the Future enough, by the way. Different conversation. Phil of the Future, hello? Ali was a fashion icon in that show. We don't talk about it. We should, but we don't. Or how that show ended on a cliffhanger. I'm sick. Castaspella is Sandra. Oh, I had no clue. And that's the thing about She-Ra. She-Ra is more iconic than they let us believe. I'm going to give Thief to Crank It. Can anybody use bullet seed? No. Right, get into it, Sedusa. We're trying to build Sedusa up to where she can have bite. I don't know what level they learned it at, though. Hi, damsel. I was just thinking about you. Pidgey. Firework. A Pika clone and stem. I know that we've been muscling our way through this route, and we're probably gonna muscle our way through Misty's gym, but there's not much left to the stream after that. Like, I'm not gonna keep going. We're gonna stop there. So just stick with me for a little bit longer. How are you doing, damsel? What are you up to? What is anyone up to? I don't know what y'all are up to anymore. I've been on for a while, because, like, we're, what, 2 hours and 15 into this one. And then I did about a little bit over, an hour and a half with, the other stream. Get into it, Moss Green City.
This Cape is a famous date spot. Misty, the gym leader, has high hopes about this place.
Hello, are you here alone? If you're out at Cerulean's Cape, well, it should be as a couple. Ugh. Hello? The teleporter is displayed on the PC monitor. Hi, Clefairy. Hiya! I'm not a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, kid. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So, how about it? Help me out here? Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. I'm on spring break, so playing Pokemon and trying my new job with the researcher. Nice. Yeehaw! Thanks, kid. I owe you one. So, did you come see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here, maybe this'll do. An SS ticket. That cruise ship SS Anne is in Vermilion City. I hear there are lots of trainers on board, too. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Go and have a good time. Okay, thanks, cool. Thanks, dude. I would like to see his Pokemon collection. I'm sad he didn't show me. Bill can get it. Oh, okay. Well, that was sure an experience. Now the Pokemon on my team are hardened from all their time on routes 24 and 25. All right, so I am not going to be doing a safety for this playthrough. We are only going to be doing immunity. So Sedusa, the Ekans, it has team immunity, but here are the Pokemon on our team so far. For episode 2 of the Fiercepoplocke, we have Cherry Pie, the Pikachu, Sedusa, the Ekans, Orc, the Beedrill, Punchy, the Mankey, Crankette, the Sparrow, and Firework, the Charmeleon. We're going to be going up against Misty's gym. Sedusa is going out first. Even though Sedusa does have immunity, I still want to train her up. I am also not going to be putting Firework in any of these polls because I really just genuinely don't want to see y'all going back and forth on whether or not we should keep the starter. I want to keep the starter. We're going to keep the starter. So, the options that you have for who we're going to be removing is Cherry Pie, Fork, Punchy, and Crankette. Let's go in. Yo, champ in the making. Let me give you some advice. The leader, Misty, is a pro who uses water-type Pokemon. You can drain all their water with grass-type Pokemon. Or, you might use electric-type Pokemon and zap them. And that's it. Splash! I'm first up. Let's do it! Sedusa, use Wrap. Bubble's not even a physical move, so lowering the defense isn't going to do much. Yup, and look at that. Sedusa already is doing her big one, level 13. Shelter, we're switching. Not supersonic. Cherry pie. Quick attack. Yes, so let's learn double team instead of tail whip. What? You? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. Okay, get into it, girl. Yeah, with one Goldeen. Cute. Goldeen is tea. I think Goldeen is fierce, not gonna lie. Cherry Pie is still confused? That was from a different battle. We can't catch this Goldeen. This is somebody's Pokemon. Milotic, pay attention. No, Cherry Pie. You overwhelmed me. Right, girl, bye. I actually like Goldeen. I do like Seaking, and I do think that there's a conversation to be had about Seaking's fierceness, but I can't talk about every Pokemon's fierceness. I'm over here living my life. I got other things going on. Alright, let's roll. Goldeen is in the game. This game. Goldeen is in this game. Goldeen is in both Fire Red and Leaf Green. You just need a good rod. Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Okay, let's see some emotes in the chat while I face off against Misty. With her level 18 Staryu. Remember, Sedusa is immune. We're just trying to train her up a little bit. Fork is confused from water pulse. Poison sting. Staryu knows Harden. Fork snapped out of confusion. Get into it. Fury attack. Damn, they kept counting us, confusing us. Yeah, they do. Sorry, I'm writing something down. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get it poison and see if we can hit it with something else. Let's just keep trying for poison. I don't care if it's hardening or not. There we go. Send in cherry pie. Oh, that was a crazy, okay, a lot's going on. I don't want to have to use another super potion. I don't have that many, so let's just use a regular potion. It is like, this is like a... Well, you know what? Even if Cherry Pie only has 1 HP, let's see. Cherry Pie used Quick Attack, and the audience cheered. Cherry Pie did her big one, even though she was confused, because now the Staryu is out. Go crank it. Oh, this Staryu has some stand power, though. Fury attack. Water pulse. Not too... Oh my god. This Staryu. Like, are you trying to kill me? What the hell's going on out here? Yes, we are switching Pokemon. We're starting off with Punchy. Punchy is going to be the pivot, I think. No, we can use Punchy. I hate to put Punchy up against Starmie. It's already getting a little dire out here, though, so we got to bring back Crankit, because Crankit has Thief. I'm sorry, Punchy. Oh. That Swift was serious. Do I have a revive? I don't think I even have a revive anymore. I think I used my revives. I had 2 of them in the mountain, and that's it. Let's try Thief. I don't know if that's gonna get her. I hate to say it, but Firework may not even tank this. What was Scratch gonna do, girl? Firework tanked it. I don't have another super potion. Well, y'all saw what happened. Let's try that again, shall we? So, Sedusa actually needs to be put in the back. Let's try with Cherry Pie instead. As the starter. Just to get this like a little bit, you know. Why bury the lead? You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
All right, go Cherry Pie. Thundershock. Don't hold it against her. I know that Staryu is a heavy hitter. So far, Cherry Pie has been instrumental in knocking out the Staryu, and so has Crankit. Okay, so for Starmie, we're going to be starting, I hate to say it, but Punchy is being set up here. I think that we should start with Fork. Let's start with Fork. String shot. Let's slow it down. It's still faster. Let's send out Sedusa. Maybe we can get a bite in. Why is this Starmie kind of OP? I'm not saying that we should be able to like straight up knock it out, because it is level 21 and we're all a lot lower than that, but still. Smoke screen. Is this gym optional? Let's go see if we can leave town. I don't think that we can leave town, but let's keep going, I guess.
Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way through into no good.
Those miserable rockets. Look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. I was gonna use it on a Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. I'm not gonna leave the gym, but I am gonna I am gonna make my way through. Hey, stay out! It's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? Yeah, let's get some training in exactly. Once I formulate a better and a stronger map for how I'm going to continue this series, then things will be a little different. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Overwatch. Maybe we'll play a little bit of Mario Kart 2. Mario Kart World, to be specific. Drowsy. Thief is just not a very strong move. Well, that's just true regardless of whether or not you do any kind of theme playthrough at all. This is a Fiercepoplocke, but at the same time, it's really just we're playing through the game. The only Pokemon that we haven't picked up that that would have been considered in other contexts would have been the Caterpie. Literally, that's the only Pokemon that we've seen that we've genuinely fully passed up on. So I don't think adding the context of like making it a themed playthrough makes it any harder. Because we're gonna have to grind either way. And that's also why I said we're not getting rid of the starter. It's because y'all will set me up if I give you the opportunity, and I don't want to do that shit. Stop! I give up! I leave quietly! Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. I better get moving. Bye! Oh, please. I figured what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. Okay, well, anyway. This kills me. Yeah, so I can't go to Route 9 unless I use cut. And then to leave this area, like I can go to Route 5. But to leave this area, I think it's blocked. Oh, she wants to give me a Nidoran female. Hold on. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh, wait. The road's closed. Yeah, you can't leave. I don't know if you can go through here or not. Seems like you can. Let's just explore. I am gonna go back to Cerulean regardless. People often lose things in the darkness of the underground path. Bitch, where am I? Hello? Oh, I can explore. Huh. I didn't know that. There's not really much of benefit to being out there and being around there, because that also means that, like, we can go down there and then we can do all the other stuff and we can keep training if we need to, which would be beneficial, but that's going to prevent the training that we need to do to actually fight Lieutenant Surge. You might eliminate cannot be done again to train others. That's the normal play. In a normal playthrough, the team stays pretty much the same and beneficiates from all the fights. That might be true to a certain extent. I normally like to switch my Pokemon anyway, though. Let's put something in the, let's put something in the daycare. Let's put Pinkie Pie in the daycare. It's giving very much Don't Forget Me, like the tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. If I remember correctly, you can get Vulpix and or Meowth over here, but we're not going to focus on that right now. Oh, right now we're going to focus on the Pokemon that we can control. And also, we're going to give Dig to one of these bitches too. Don't get me twisted. Let's heal up our Pokemon and let's go at that again. Just because Dig is an evasive move, that means that, like, we can try and use that against Starmie and see if that strategy is a little bit better. Especially since we can't use Attract on these Pokemon, although we can use that when we go up against Lieutenant Surge, and a lot of our Pokemon are female. Like, majority of the team is female. Actually, right now it's half and half. No, it's majority. All right. Attempt number 3 with Misty. This is my last attempt for today's stream. If it doesn't work, then we'll come back again next week, because tomorrow I'm not playing this game. Poison Sting. Fury Attack. It missed. Fury Attack. I could always just buy more super potions too. I didn't think about that. Why am I coming to this situation with only 2 super potions? Poison Sting. Yes, yes! It's poisoned. Okay, we're switching. Let's send out Sedusa. Tackle? Interesting. Misty used a super potion to bring it back. I mean, I'll probably keep Pinkie Pie in there for a little while. But I will come back for her eventually. Let's switch to Cranket. A critical hit tackle is crazy. I'm sorry. Cranket didn't get a move in edgewise. That's okay, though. We're getting out the Staryu. That's what matters. And y'all are mostly picking off of popularity. Karate chop. Get into it, Punchy. Everybody's fucked up, but we'll start with Cherry Pie. Thunder Wave. Hopefully she'll survive this water pulse. Oh my god, please. Ugh. I just need like one good battle. We're not getting it. They use Rapid Spin. This isn't gonna be the. This is not gonna be the sleigh I want it to be. Okay, cut the cameras. First of all, let's go and get some more super potions. Not that I think that's going to benefit us a lot, because it's really not. But it's like, that's the least we can do, you know what I mean? I have an Oranberry. Let's give that to Fork. I don't have any other good held items yet. A plain city bike is good enough for me. After all, you can't put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. These bikes are cool, but they're way expensive. Hi, welcome to our bike shop. We have just the bike for you for $1 million. Sorry, you can't afford it. Come back. What the hell? How do you get a bike in this game? Don't you get like a ticket for the bike or something? It does suck that we can't have any revives. I agree. The Pokemon Fan Club, and that's in... And that is in Viridian. Or Vermilion, right. Bitch, let's go to Vermilion City. I don't care. Let's keep going for a little bit. I'm locked in. Leave an emote in the chat if you're with me. If you're still here with me. Hey. I'm not going to catch a Meowth right now, but Meowth is over there, and we are going to get a Meowth probably next time. Just remind me. Oh, I have to battle these losers. Oh, and these Pokemon out here are strong too. I thought there were going to be a double battle. I forgot that you could skip Misty's gym, though. I didn't realize that that was this game. Anyway. Oh. Oh my god, not too much on cherry pie. We're just trying to level our baddies up a little bit. Right, so Vermilion City's on the other side of Saffron City from Cerulean. So we went this way, and we can go as far as to the end of Route 11 after defeating. I mean, before we deal with Misty at all, but we're still gonna have to go through the cave over here. Honestly, yeah, cherry pie has been choking on that seawater a little bit. Not too much, though. Let's switch to some other icons. Huh? You want to talk to me? Are there any icons on Route 9? In the grass specifically? Nothing good. For whatever reason, it's not telling me what's in the water at all. Let's have Firework do the heavy lifting. I'm trying to get through this battle. I'm just trying to go explore the town. I don't care about this. You can't go, and you cannot fight Lieutenant Surge, though, until you defeat Misty. Because I need to be able to use Cut, and I don't get Cut until I get out of Misty's gym after defeating her. Ew. I did have Eradicate that I was like in my first playthrough of Fire Red. I did have Eradicate. Hyper Fang is nothing to play with. Like my first playthrough of Fire Red when I was a kid, I had like a Charizard, a Eradicate, a Pidgeotto, that turned into a Pidgeot, I think in the post game. Very standard. I think I had like a Dratini that I could never evolve. I also had a Chansey. I did have a Chansey. Oh my god. Why is this Raticate clearing us? Why is this Raticate clearing us? Bitch. What do you mean you search for Clefairy for 2 hours? Like a regular Clefairy? you can only get Clefairy in the cave, but it's on the bottom. Like it's more prevalent on the bottom level. It's like 15%. Is that where you were? Let me get my bike ticket. I don't care about none of this. Won't you admire my Pikachu's adorable tail? Girl, I don't care. Our chairman is very vocal about Pokemon. Right. Oh dear, my seal is far more attractive by double, I would say. I chair the Pokemon fan club. I have raised more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon, I surely am. So, did you come to hear about my Pokemon? Good, then listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly love it. Hug it when sleeping, warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. A bike voucher. Take that bike voucher to the bike shop in Cerulean City. Exchange that for a bicycle free of charge. Don't worry, my favorite Pharaoh will fly me anywhere to go, so I have no need for a bicycle. I hope you like cycling. Bye. I had to suffer through that conversation. It has a very low spawn on the first floor and slightly higher on the bottom. I just kept getting a bunch of encounters, but none were Clefairy. IDK. Finally got Kiki though. I'm so happy. I just felt like I got it so quickly. I've never struggled to get a Clefairy, so to me it's surprising, but I get it. They are low for a reason. I also do have a ticket for the SS Anne though, and that is in this town, so I guess I can do a few battles. I'm not getting on the SSN right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind over-leveling either. What is this route called? This is Route 6. Oh, I was looking up Route 9. This is Route 6. Okay. Never seen you around. Are you good? Are you good? Oh. Casually. Well. Poison powder. Oh, Lord. Let's level up Crankit. I also like Fork. Well, we've been suffering through Misty, Damsel. I don't know if you've been here. We've been suffering through Misty. That's the whole tea. Hello? Oh my god. She was giving me a run for my money. I battled her 3 times. I think I'm gonna try again if this freaking Butterfree doesn't try to... This Butterfree does not know any physical attacks. It knows Supersonic, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder. It doesn't know any attacks. Oh my god. What is going on? Bitch, get out of my face. Actually, fully, thank you. These bitches are falling apart. I'm gonna save the SS Anne and Route 11 for battling, before we get to Lieutenant Surge, if I can. Because we were pretty close to defeating Misty. We just needed to be able to survive longer through, our experience specifically with Starmie. Although the experience share is also not too far from here, the problem is I am not ready to take the experience share at all. Shit, that hyper thing is crazy. And this is, mind you, this is just some random trainer. Ooh, suffering through these battles, which is helping a little bit. Squirtle, oh god. I'm gonna go get a granola bar in a moment, stretch my legs, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna battle Misty. At this point, right? A granola bar for everybody. Before I switch out, let's give a super potion to Cherry Pie so that we can take out this Squirtle. I would like to see Generation 3 on the Switch because we already have Generation 4. So I really want to see either Generation 3 or Generation 5. Those are the only ones that we're missing. Because right now we have Generation 1. Oh, well, we are missing Generation 2 as well. I want to see Generation 5, but the problem is that they're not going to add it unless they give us some kind of second screen or some ability to deal with the second screen. I knew that water gun was going to be crazy. I'm trying to level up my fucking Pokemon. And, oh my god. They should have given us some kind of Gen 5 experience, though, in, I mean, in theory, they could add whatever they wanted if they were to do more than just give us a port, because they're never going to be able to give us a Nintendo DS port on the Switch. And they're probably talking about how they could do that if they did do that. But, I would want to see Generation 5 first before anything else, since we already have Generation 4. Because it's either 2, 3, or 5. I want to see Generation 5 first. And I also do really want to see Generation 3, but let's go heal. We're gonna heal. I'm gonna go through that last battle. I'm gonna go get my bike. I'm gonna go get a granola bar. And then we're gonna battle Misty. I think 2 would be fun, but I think that if they were going to do 2, they wouldn't have given this to us. I mean, I wouldn't mind the situation with the Poketch to be replicated with the sea, whatever it is called, the sea gear or whatever. If that's what it's gonna be. This buff-ass Weedle. Excuse me. Prankit is not too far away from evolving. If we had allowed it to, I don't know if Pidgeotto would have, if Pidgey would have evolved. I think it doesn't it evolve at like level 22 or something. Maybe I'm wrong. We might never see a Pidgeot unless we go catch another one. A citrus berry, hell yeah. Like I don't think I would mind another rework of the Generation 5 or Generation 2 if it's going to be similar to what they did with Generation 4 personally. And there's my bike. First time I played this game, I didn't even know there was a bike. I was walking everywhere. And before I do anything else, let me give this citrus berry to someone. Who should I give the citrus berry to? I'm low-key thinking cherry pie. How many super potions do I have? 11. 11. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break to go grab a granola bar, and I'll be right back. Let me turn on some music for you all.
It's me, Pretty Pink Pawnee.
Hey. The struggle bus is still up here at Cerulean Gym. Let's see if we can fierce it one more time. And if we can't, then I'm really gonna get out of here, and then we'll just reattempt it on another day. I don't know why that game was up so loud. Alright, let's go. Just in case I wasn't saved. Yup, we got a poison. Yup. And then Fork has an Oranberry. Yup. Look at that strat. We're switching. Let's send out Crankette. Crankette is mostly ineffective, I hate to say it. Okay, let's send out Punchy. It's a group effort. Mega Punch. Oh, Punchy 8. I didn't know Staryu even had Recover. Mega Punch again. And it used Recover once again. Oh my god. Why does it keep using Recover? I want to use Fork, but we're going to send in Sedusa first. I'm going to use Sedusa to pivot because Sedusa has immunity. Yeah, because I've been on stream for like 3.5 hours, V. I'm still streaming from when you were here earlier. Let's use Poison Sting. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, I said I was gonna use her as the pivot. My bad. I forgot. I got caught up. Okay, Punchy, you did your big one. Punchy, I'm using you to heal Fork. Punchy did her big one though, so you gotta give her props. Okay, we're sending in Fork. Fork is going in specifically to slow down the Starmie. Okay, now we're sending in Cherry Pie. Cherry Pie is the one who has the citrus berry. Cherry Pie, double team. Okay, well that really didn't do much. Cherry Pie does not have good special defense, it seems. Firework use dig. Okay, that was kind of iconic. We're low-key playing in Starmie's face, though. There's nothing we can do but this. And that's not gonna stop the water pulse. I low-key believe that we can actually win this if I had just had a different strategy for Starmie. We got through Staryu, but I think that I was focusing so much on trying to like showcase all the Pokemon. We're gonna try one final time. I know I keep saying, well, we're gonna try again, but we're gonna try one more time. And if it doesn't work, off stream, I will go to Route 11. I will do my big one. Like, for whatever reason, Cherry Pie does not do well against the Starmie. So we're gonna use Cherry Pie against Staryu, period. Get into it, Cherry Pie. Okay. And the defense here doesn't do anything. It's raising its defense, but it's special defense that we need to be worried about. So Thundershock is still going to be very effective. Okay. Oh my fucking god, cherry pie. All this for nothing. All that build up for anyway. I'm sorry, I have to, because that pissed me off real bad. That pissed me off real bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We've done all this training for all that, and I don't even have any fucking revives, and the fucking Pikachu fainted. Don't get me started. Like, I was preparing the Pikachu to face the Starmie so that I could get the Starmie paralyzed. That didn't even work. Don't get me started. Like, let's get that out of the way right now. This would be try 6, I think. Try 5 or 6. Her team is too OP. For some reason, Cherry Pie doesn't have good special defense. Last try, I think that the last try is probably, I said that about 3. This is probably the 3rd last try. Oh. That Staryu was down for the count with that one. She's gonna heal her Pokemon here. So we can use this as an opportunity. Yes. It's just not letting us take it out. Emotes in the chat for Cherry Pie. I want to see emotes in the chat for Cherry Pie. Spam that bitch. Spam that bitch. Oh my god. Okay, so even though Cherry Pie got taken out by the Starmie like that immediately, all the other Pokemon, like Fork, tanks whatever the Starmie throws at it immediately. So Fork is a good option because Fork can poison the Starmie. And Fork has an Oran Berry, which is not going to do too much, but it is going to do something. In this context, we're still just going to be giving Fork a cute little potion. No questions asked. Alright, Fork is either going to do a Fury attack or get knocked out, but that's okay because it's poisoned, and that was Fork's purpose in this battle. Okay, let's send out Crankette. Thief is super effective against Starmie, but Crankit has to tank this move, and it doesn't. I don't think any of these Pokemon are going to tank that except for Miss Squirrel. But if we're going to get it out, we need to hit it. Because she's going to heal it when it gets to red. But Ember is boosted. I'm like, I just like, y'all know that gif or that video, that y'all know that like clip of fucking Kingdom Hearts where Winnie the Pooh starts lifting out of its body? Y'all know that clip of Winnie the Pooh in Kingdom Hearts when it starts lifting out of its body? That was me when Firework was deep in the red and sent out an Ember, which is boosted by the Blaze ability, and took out the level 22 Starmie, who has been knocking our team out for 6 back-to-back battles.
What about you being built like a bus driver?
What about you being built like the bus?
So our team is fucked up, but we're gonna go have a conversation. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. Y'all, do not forget to subscribe and make sure to go watch the VODs for the rest of this playthrough, because that was like, wow. Everybody did their big one. Fort got a poison in. Cherry Pie took out the Staryu by itself. Crankit didn't really get to do much, but Crankit never gets to do much in this battle. Sedusa is immune, so we're not even going to talk about what happened with her. Punchy survived and got to look cute while doing it. Firework got in the final blow in the water-type gym. Bitch. We still have to remove somebody from the team, though. And that's the question that I'm about to ask you right now. So, let's talk about it. Cut the cameras. You did not hear that. If I had my Discord sounds on, y'all would have heard the music. That would have been a seamless transition. Let's talk about it. All right, so the question posed for this current moment is, who deserves to go to the box? And the answer to that question can be one of the following. We have Cherry Pie, the paralyzing Staryu destroyer, who is the Pikachu, mind you. We have the mainstay, Fork, found in kitchen, the Beedrill. We have Crankette, who's still finding her footing but is close to evolving, the Sparrow. We have Punchy. Punchy was essential for us to even get to Cerulean City in the first place. Punchy is the Mankey. Punchy took out the Onix, owned by Brock, basically by herself. And lastly, we have Well, Sedusa is immune, and Firework has producer safety. I'm not gonna always do a producer safety, but I don't want to see y'all take out Firework, because y'all will set me up, and that will fuck me up. So you have 4 choices: Cherry Pie, Fork, Crank It, or Punchy. 4. 1 channel point per vote for 2 minutes. You may start voting now. Let's look at the results. We're past halfway, and it is almost unanimous for Crank It the Sparrow. I feel like it's a little bit payola, but if y'all aren't locked in, your fave will get taken out of this playthrough. If you don't want to see Crank It the Sparrow, now is the time for you to start voting. And it looks like Crank It the Sparrow is leaving the team, which means we need to have a little bit more conversation. If Crank It is leaving the team and being put back into the box, then we need to talk about who it is that we are going to be adding to the team in a new poll. And the answer to that is the following. We have Gnarly, the Pidgey. We have Cupcake, the Clefairy. We have Ratarina, the Raticate. We have Death Lily, the Oddish, and lastly we have Grape Juice. The Nidoran. For 1 channel point per additional vote for 2 minutes, you may start voting now. This stream low-key drained me, but I'm having a good time, and I want to say thank you to everyone who's come through and supported. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that y'all are here enjoying this with me. I really do love Fire Red and Leaf Green, and so I'm glad that we get to play it with each other. As we are continuing, just from my observation, it seems like Death Lily is winning, with the cupcake community following not too far behind. It's still anybody's poll. We are just about halfway. The cupcake community could really lock in if they want that Clefairy on the team. After all the fighting that we did for Clefairy's fierce popness. Unfortunately, I think that what I was saying only has empowered the Oddish community. I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to see the Oddish on the team. I'll put the Oddish on the team, I'll train the Oddish, I'll like the Oddish. I don't want to see the Oddish on the team. I don't care who goes on the team, though. And that is the poll by a large margin. We have none other than Death Lily being added to the team. Thank you to everybody who voted. I hope that you have been enjoying this playthrough as much as I have. Death Lily the Oddish is on the team, and that means here's our team for next week's episode. We are going to probably keep continuing, but here's our team for the next episode, where we are going to be going up against Lieutenant Surge. We have Cherry Pie the Pikachu, Fork the Beedrill, Punchy the Mankey, Sedusa the Ekans, Firework the Charmeleon, Death Lily the Oddish. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming through. All right, so we are going to get out of here. Should we raid someone? Who's even live? What's going on? Pheromone is playing Fire Red Leaf Green. Get into it. All right, let me look for somebody to raid, and also let's cut this music, and then let me save my game. I'm gonna play something else. You know what I really want to hear is this. Let's find somebody to raid. Also, let's save this game. Ambrose with us. I think that Cupcake may or may not see her day in the sun in this Fiercepoplocke yet. For those of you who are girly Poplock connoisseurs, you know just as well as I do that it's only a matter of time before the girls really lock in to bring that bitch to the team. Row with us. Let's raid, do y'all want to watch somebody play Pokopia? Should we raid Gar or should we raid, Kieran? Let's raid Kieran. That's what I wanted to raid. All right, copy the raid message and put it into the chat of put it into Kieran's chat when we pull up into the stream. He's playing Pokopia right now, so if you don't want any spoilers, that's between you and your business. He seems like he's pretty early on, although he's been streaming for 8.5 hours, girl. Maybe we should raid somebody else. Anyway, bye y'all.